हाँ मैडम, आप जुड़ गए लेकिन आवाज आ रही है? आ रही है? नहीं, मोबाइल से नहीं, किसमें बोल रहा हूँ। आ रही है ना? जी। किया मैम, कंटिन्यू। अब थोड़ा दिख रहा है? ओके, दिख रहा काम। Now we are going to discuss about experiment with synonyms. After you see the meaning, after you see the meaning of a word, look up its usage in the sentence that is usually present in the dictionary. Note down this main sentence. Prepare a new sentence after understanding the meaning of the word. As I said you just before technical problem was occurred, and now we will have to continue our class. You will have to read more synonyms. You will have to read more antonyms also in this section, because the words are a little bit difficult, which comes in examination. The words are difficult that we don't use in general communication. So what happened? We don't find family. We don't find any correct answer regarding that. So what we have to do? We have to read the word. We have to mug up that word. We have to recite these words so many times. Prepare a sentence with the antonyms. So the next step it is to find the antonym of the word. This further helps you to store the word will you in your mind. Now try to form a sentence or a couple of sentences with the antonyms. If you can follow this strategy, it would definitely solve your problem of learning new words without forgetting their meanings. Verbal analogies. We have separate video that I'm going to discuss in further classes. After next classes, I probably will discuss about the analogy section also. Analogy is a part of every competitive examination. I'm not talking about GATE. I'm not talking about any other examination, but it is an integral part of every competitive examination. We all have to remember that. Verbal analogies provide excellent training in seeing a relationship between concepts. How to read analogies. The symbol column means is to, and the symbol double column means as. Thus, the analogy aspirin, headache, nap, fatigue should be read. Aspirin is to headache as a nap is to fatigue. The relationship you can find out in this example. Again, I read so that you can easily understand. Analogy, aspirin equal to headache, then nap equal to fatigue. Should be read like that only. Stated another way, the relationship between aspirin and the headache is the same as the relation between nap and fatigue. Here I have made some examples. Hope you get that. First one, part and whole. See the example. When question comes in from this category, you will have to understand this. Eraser equal to pencil, the same one. Tooth equal to comb. Part and whole. In the right side of the slide, you can see wheels equal to bicycle is given. So this is the category of part and whole. Next one, steps in a process. Steps in a process. If question comes from this category, you need to solve like that only. Cooking is serving, then word processing is printing. You can identify the relationship between two categories. Again, give little bit attention to this analogy section. This question definitely asked in examination, and it will come in this examination. Cooking equal to serving or word processing equal to printing. Okay. Next one, cause and effect. Cause and effect category. That is a typical result. Fire equal to scorch, then blizzard equal to freeze. Next one, things and its function. Things and its function. One things will be given to you and how they perform, how they function, that we have to identify it. In this example, you can see scissors equal to cut, then pen equal to write. Next one, qualities or characteristics. Qualities or characteristics. Aluminium equal to lightweight. The quality of aluminium is lightweight. Thread equal to fragile. Next one, substance related to end product. Getting me? In this category, we will see the example: silk equal to scarf, wool equal to sweater. Implied relationship: clouds equal to sun, hypocrisy equal to truth. You need to understand, because I'm reading this example, you need to understand how particular relationship comes in reality, how this particular things and what it lacks category giving the example, so that you can identify with the next category also. Atheist equal to belief. Then relationship: indigent equal to money. Symbol and what it represent. There are symbol we can see on the national flag and some other things. So that time also we can identify the particular symbol is represent something. Dove equal to peace, four-leaf clover equal to luck. Now we'll have to give some importance to idioms and phrases, because now in a sixth semester you had idioms and phrases in functional English, and fifth sem also in civil engineering students you had idioms and phrases. Idioms are phrases which people use in everyday language, which do not make sense literally, but we understand what they mean. For example, get out of my face. See, this is the particular idioms that means stop bothering me. An example will be get out of my face before I tell the teacher. Again, one more we will discuss, that is an apple of discord. An apple of discord. An apple of discord, which meaning is reason for conflict. Reason for conflict. So we can write such examples if it is common examination, because it is asked in already in the examination. Kashmir is an apple of discord between India and Pakistan. So such idioms example will be given in the examination, and you need to write the correct one. The options would be given to you. You need to find the correct one. Spotting the errors that you have learned in the previous my video lecture, how to spot the errors. In this verbal ability test, you will have this question, compulsory question. You have to find out grammatically incorrect part of the sentence. What Now see the example. There was a technical problem again. The pronoun you always takes a plural verb. Example, you were invited to come. You were invited to come. You are asked to clean the room. You sing so well. You see, the pronoun you always takes a plural verb. So, such a way you will have to keep such thing in your mind that whenever such thing will arise, you will have to remember this thing, because we don't bother too much about the grammar section. We consider it is very easy to solve, but sometimes we also do mistakes. If a sentence begins with here or there, the verb agrees with the subject which follows it. Example, here are the ways on how to preserve meat. When the subject is there, there is a huge gap between the rich and the poor. If two subjects, one single and one plural, are connected by either or neither or nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. See the example. Neither the players nor the coach is joining. Either the conductor or the singers are attending the concert. A singular subject followed by intervening words or phrases such as with, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, together with, no less than, takes a singular verb. So remember, my dear students, if such kind of singular subjects intervene with these words, then you have to read such kind of examples. Jake accompanied by his sister by enrolling in PCC. Daddy, as well as my brothers, is enjoying the party. See these two examples, because a singular subject followed by intervening words or phrases such as with, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, together with, and not less than, then you have to remember, you will have to use singular verb. Singular subjects joined by and require a plural verb except when they mean one thing. Example, Larry and Mercy are reading novels. My teacher and friend is here. Two singular subjects joined by either or neither nor take a singular verb. Example, you see, either mommy or daddy is coming with me at the outbound, because two singular subjects joined by either or neither nor. Neither Freddy nor Dulce is waiting for you. If a singular subject is followed by a phrase containing a plural noun, the verb is singular. One of the boys is yelling so loud. One of the members is against the rule. If you say one of the boys is yelling so loud, one of the members is against the rule. So remember this one, because verb is singular, because it's followed by a phrase. Now see in this slide, the indefinite pronouns several, few, both, many, others are always plural. Remember this one. The indefinite pronouns several, few, both, many and others are always plural. Keep in mind. You can note down also, because you can watch this video again also, but no problem. But you should note down this, because it will definitely give you somewhere that information, that question comes like that also. Example, you see, both were asking to be freed. Both were asking to be freed. Several are seeking justice. See, several are seeking justice. several are, both were. So remember this plural one, it will be helpful for you. Next one, when the amount of money refers to separate units, the verb is plural. Example, 5 25 centavo coins were found. 60 100 peso bills were added to the budget. When the amount of money refers to separate units, the verb is plural. When we are talking about money, it will be plural. When any of the following indefinite pronoun is the subject, the verb is singular. Everybody, each, no one, another, anybody, nobody, every, nothing, everything, anyone, either, neither, everyone, somebody, someone. So these things you have to remember. Whenever this indefinite pronouns of the subject, verb will be singular. Every man and every woman in this hall is a member. Getting me? I read one more time this category so that you should remember. Everybody, each one, no one, another, anybody, nobody, every, nothing, everything, anyone, either, neither, everyone, somebody, and someone. Expressions in English. Expressions plays very important and vital role. Here also we have to understand how it is. Expressions of time, money, weight, and distance are singular even if the form is plural. I read one more time, please understand. Expressions of time, money, weight, and distance are singular even if the form is plural. Example, 2 years is a long time to wait. 2 years is a long time to wait. $1 million was given back to the owner. Next one. When the amount of money refers to separate units, the verb is plural. We have seen this example. The following words are always plural, like pants, trousers, pliers, scissors, shears, tongs. However, if the word pair is used, the verb is singular. Example, the pants are torn into two. The pants are torn into two. The pair of scissors was placed on the table. You see the example? Certain nouns, though plural in form, are singular in meaning and therefore take singular verbs, like mathematics, ethics, physics, economics. Mathematics is my favorite subject. Even it looks a plural one, but it is a singular one. The latest news is alarming to the public. News is also, if you have to consider as a singular one. When the word is preceded by, it takes a plural verb. When it is preceded by it takes singular verb. See the difference. When the word is preceded by it takes a plural verb. When it is preceded by it takes a singular verb. Example, a number of students are waiting outside. A number of students are waiting outside. See the difference in second example. The number of students outside is not recorded yet. Getting me? This one. See, when fractions are used, the verb agrees with the object of the phrase. Example, one half of the cake was consumed. One half of the cake was consumed. We are talking in the category of the fractions are used. The verb agrees with the object of the phrase. Our fourth of the employees were attending seminar. This you have to remember. These nouns which we are going to discuss, see, these nouns may be singular or plural in meaning. Athletics, genetics, politics, gymnastics, statistics. When the noun refers to an organized activity, it is singular. When the noun refers to the activities of individuals within a group or to varied activities, it is plural. Example, gymnastics is very popular among girls. And second one, the gymnastics shown in the field today were outstanding. The following words are always plural, like pants, trousers, pliers, we have discussed. Adjectives. Adjectives used as nouns are considered plural. The poor are to be helped. The poor are to be helped. See the example. The efficient are what this country needs. Collective noun may be singular or plural, but depending on whether the individual members are acting individually or collectively. These nouns are company, group, committee, crowd, jury, flock, team. See the example? I'm giving you continuous example so that the example will come in examination and you can identify, you can relate with this kind of example, then you can easily solve that. So we are sharing more examples so that you can directly solve. And after these slides, we are going to discuss about, actually I have prepared one question paper set that already asked in GATE examination. GATE examination. I have collected some of the question paper about verbal ability test that we will solve in this class. So you should be continue with this class. The committee is against the plan, acting collectively singular. The committee is against the plan. The committee are not indifferent opinion, acting individually plural, but mostly committee used as a singular one. In the use of mathematical expressions, the followings are accepted. 7 plus 3 is 10. See how example is given. 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 and 3 are 10. You can identify the examples, the differences also. 5 times are 10. 5 times 2 are 10. And 5 minutes 2 is there. 5 minutes, sorry, it is difficult to read from this side. 5 minus 2 is 3. So see, when use of mathematical expression, we have to read the followings are accepted. You can use according to this particular section like this. 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 and 3 are 10. 5 times 2 are 10. 5 minus 2 is 3. Now see, some example comes from this also. Titles of books, plays, articles, movies, etc. are regarded as singular even though words in the title may be plural. See, even the title may be plural, but it will consider as a singular. Examples, with the following examples we can understand. In Dreams Begin Responsibilities is a story by D. Schwartz. See, I read one more time. The book name In Dreams Begin Responsibilities is a story by D. Schwartz. Second one, Great Expectations is a must-read novel. Getting me? Because the title of the books, plays, articles, or movies name are regarded as a singular even though words are titled it in the plural form. Names of organization take a singular verb when the whole organization is referred to and plural verb when the members are referred to. Lopez and Sons is a successful organization. Lopez and Sons are holding a 2-day annual gathering. What is the difference you are getting in both the examples? Because name of organization take a singular verb when the whole organization is referred to and a plural verb when the members are referred to. Certain nouns through plural in form are singular in meaning and therefore take a singular verbs that we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss about get previous year's verbal ability questions and their solutions. You please give attention properly, because what will happen in this particular, we are going to solve the paper also. So this is the paper that I already add in this slide or add in this video lecture, so that you can identify, and some of the students I can identify their names who already been with me in my class and they learn these things, so it will be easy for them to understand. Just you need to polish once, you need to polish one, then you can easily get that thing. So here we start previous year verbal ability questions and their solutions. See the first example. It is a common criticism that most of the academicians live in their dash, so they are not aware of the real life challenges. Getting the example, it is a common criticism that most of the academicians live in their dash, so they are not aware of the real life challenges. This example is giving about the academicians. Those are far away from the reality. They are separate from the realities. And when we have to use a person separate from the realities or fact, that time we use ivory towers. So correct answer is ivory towers. Now example will be, it's a common criticism that most of the academicians live in their ivory towers, so they are not aware of the real life challenges. That means example is representing about the academician or business class people who are far away from the reality of the common people. So we have to use ivory towers. Second one, his hunger for reading is insatiable. He reads indiscriminately. He is the most certainly an reader. When we are talking about the reader, the no other word, voice, all round, or precocious, but voracious. Voracious. A person who is a deep reader, that person comes in this category called voracious. So the answer will be, his hunger for reading is insatiable. He reads indiscriminately. He is most certainly an voracious reader. We should move on for the example number 3. Select the word that fits the analogy. Fuse equal to fusion. Then use equal to what? It will be usage. Just find out the answer. See, fuse equal to fusion and use equal to usage. Now example next. Rescue teams deployed dash disaster hit areas, combat dash a lot of difficulties to save the people. Then here also you can see, you can read the words, you can identify this one, and the answer will be in with. How in with? I explain. Rescue teams deploy with disaster, not possible. Then rescue teams deployed to disaster, that is also not connected. Then the answer would be option number B. Rescue teams deployed were in disaster hit areas. Because we are showing the location, so we will use in disaster hit areas. Combat with whom? Combat with a lot of difficulties to save the people. So answer B is the correct one. Next one. Select the most appropriate words. Select the most appropriate word that can replace the underlined word without changing the meaning of the sentence. Now what exactly we have to do? We have to replace the word with the word which is underlined without changing the meaning of the sentence. So what is the word that we have to read? See the word. We will read the complete sentence. Nowadays, most children have a tendency to belittle the legitimate concerns of their parent. That means nowadays children are not so much considered to take the permission of their parents. So we will have to replace the word belittle. So what would be the replace word for belittle in given option? The correct that you will have to identify, because you will, I just said you in the previous slides also, you need to read more synonyms and antonyms and you need to know more about the words. So the answer would be disparage. Belittle may having less. The synonyms for this without changing the meaning is disparage. Option number A is the correct one. Now move on. Example number 3. Select the word that fits for popular. What would be that? Select the word that we have to we have to find out. Select the word that fits the analogy. Partial equal to impartial. Partial equal to impartial. That means this is a synonym antonym kind of analogy category that we have discussed earlier. So what would be for popular? It would be dispopular, unpopular, or mispopular. The correct is unpopular. The correct answer is option number C. See, belittle, disparage, partial, impartial, popular, unpopular. Now I had told you about the reading comprehension skills category. See the question asked in previous year question paper in general aptitude verbal ability section. See, I have told you just now, because you will have to prepare for this. Passage is given in the examination. You have to read the complete passage. Below questions would be given to you. You need to find out the correct answer. So let's start. The dawn of the 21st century witnessed the melting glaciers oscillating between giving much and too little to billions of people who depend on them for fresh water. The United Nations Climate Report estimates that without deep cuts to man-made emissions, at least 30% of the northern hemisphere's surface permafrost could melt by the end of the century. Given situation of imminent global exodus of billions of people displaced by rising seas, nation states need to rethink their carbon footprint for political concerns, if not for environmental ones. In this passage, you will have to identify which of the following statements can be inferred from the given passage. Option A, nation states do not have environmental concerns. Billions of people are affected by melting glaciers. Option C, nation states are responsible for providing fresh water to billions of people. Or option D, billions of people are responsible for man-made emissions. The correct answer would be option B. That means billions of people are affected by melting glaciers. His knowledge, example number 3, his knowledge of the subject was excellent, but his classroom performance was. In this sentence, positive and negative side has shown. So easily, it will be easy for you to identify that his knowledge of the subject was excellent, but his classroom performance was extremely poor. Extremely poor. You need to remember that. See, answer is given already. Now we will move on. The untimely loss of life. The untimely loss of life is a cause of a serious global concern, as thousands of people get killed accidents every year, while many other die diseases like cardiovascular. Example is again about the comparison category. And the correct answer would be the untimely loss of life is a cause of serious global concern as thousands of people get killed in accidents. We use in general communication in accidents. So option number C would be the correct one. Accident every year, while many other die of diseases like cardiovascular. Next one. He was not only accused of theft, then this is the easiest one to solve. Not only he was he was not only accused of theft, then Due to technical internet problem occur, we stop for a second. Now we will continue. We are discussing about examples. Select the word that fits the analogy. Select the word that fits the analogy. Build equal to building. Build equal to building. Then grow equal to what? Build is a process of building. Then, as I said in the analogy section, the grow equal to growth. Option D is the correct one. Next example. He is known for his unscrupulous face. He always shades. You can easily identify my thing. Option D is the correct one. Crocodile tears to deceive people. See, he is known for his unscrupulous ways. Everybody knows about that person. He is like that only. So he always sheds crocodile tears to deceive people. Not crocodiles. Remember, crocodile tears to deceive people. Example 3. I do not think know the case well enough to have opinions. Having said, I agree with your other point. You can read this easily. You are getting this for. So I read one more time for this example so that you should connect it with. What does the phrase having said that? What does the phrase having said that means in the given text? See, I don't think know the case well enough to have opinions. Having said, I agree with your other point. What does the phrase having said that mean in the given text? Option A, in addition to what I have said. Option B, despite what I have said, or contrary to what I have said, or option D, as opposed to what I have said. So option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. He is known for his unscrupulous way that we have discussed, and option number B is the one. One was correct. And then example number 4. Example number 4. Jofra Archer, the England fast bowler, is less fast than accurate, is more faster than accurate, is a more fast than accurate, or is a faster than accurate. Then when there is a comparison, word will come that will be more fast, because there is a comparison. Jofra Archer is a England fast bowler, is more fast than accurate. So option C is the correct one. You can see the answers in this slide. I have made these answers also for your understanding if you're not getting my voice in some case. Okay. Next one. While I agree dash, while I agree dash, this proposal, this time I do not often agree. Dash him. Option A, to, option B, with, option C, with to, or option D, to with. While I agree to his proposal this time, I do not often agree with him. Option D is the correct one. The recent measures to improve the output would dash that the level of production of our satisfaction. Answer will be increase. The recent measures to improve the output would increase the level of production to our satisfaction. The half part of the sentence will give you a hint to find the correct answer. You need to, because options are given in the sentence in the question paper, you need to identify which can be the most closest to this particular question. Then only you can choose the correct one. Select the word that fits the analogy. See, again analogy question is there. White equal to whitening, then what for light? It's quite natural. white whitening, and then light lightening. See the answer. These are the answers which we already gave, and now on this slide you can read. Now it's time to it's time for your assignment. You will have to prepare for this assignment. See, now you will have to solve this. You read it carefully. You read it carefully. See, already we have solved this one, but still I'm giving you 2 minutes for you to read this carefully and find the answers. These all three examples we have discussed, and now see, the untimely loss of life is a cause of serious global concern as thousands of people get killed in accidents in, I told you, every year, while many others die of diseases like cardiovascular disease, cancer, etc. So option number A is the correct one. Again, we have discussed, just for your reminder, he was not only accused of theft but also of conspiracy. Select the word that fits the analogy, that is explicit equal to implicit, then express equal to repress. That also we discuss. And now you will have to solve. You will have to solve. See the examples. If you are having queries, we can see. The dress dash her so well that they are immediately dash her on her appearance. See, the dress, the options are given in the particular questions are a little bit complicated, and the options are complemented, 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 and complemented, complemented, and again complemented, complemented. So you need to choose which would be the correct word that will fixed in this particular section. The dress, option D is the correct one. The dress complemented her so well that all immediately complimented her on her appearance. See, I defined this particular question. The dress complemented, option D is the correct one. Complemented means, in this particular sentence, complemented means to add beauty. To add beauty. The dress complimented her so well that they all immediately complimented. Complimented, COMPLI. Compliment means to praise, appreciate. Immediately complimented her on her appearance. So option number D is the correct one. Second one, again it is for practice. If you are able to solve, you should solve. Otherwise, I am giving the answers also. The judge standing in the legal community, through shaken by the false allegations of wrongdoing, remained. See, I would like to give you a draft about this particular sentence, that the judge is standing in legal community, though shaken by false allegation. Even there was when we have to consider this kind of sentence, we will have to think such a way only. Answer is undiminished. Option A. Undiminished means he is strong. He is stand tall. He did not break it out. So the word that best fill in the flank in the above sentence, it would be undiminished. Now I read the sentence completely. The judge standing in the real legal community, though shaken by false allegations of wrongdoing, remained undiminished. Next one, that is a part of numerical ability. So still you have to understand, find the missing group of letters in the following series. If such kind of serious question comes in examination, I would suggest you, even I'm teaching you verbal ability, but still I would like to give one suggestion. You need to write alphabetical A to Z on the rough paper and then make a block. For example, you need to make a block for example BC, then after FGH, then after LMNO, and according to the sequences that we have been followed from last two stage, the next would be the correct answer for this question would be option number B. TUVWX is the correct answer. Now example assignment number next. The fisherman dash the flood victims owned their lives were rewarded by the government. And the correct answer, because it is representing about the person, third person, the fisherman to whom, option C is the correct one, the fisherman to whom the flood victims owed their lives were rewarded by the government. Next one. Some students were not involved in the strike. If the above statement is true, which of the following conclusions is or are logically necessary? Here in this particular slide, option C means example number 4 would be the correct one. Some who were not involved in the strike were students. Again, until Iran came along, India had never been, the example of past perfect tense. So had and never had never been is there. So automatically verb third form we will have to use here. And the word third form is option number A, defeated. Until Iran came along, India had never been defeated in Kabaddi. Getting me? So when we want to choose the correct answer, just read and try to understand the tense form of the sentence. If you understand the tense form of the sentence, you can easily identify the correct answer. You have to understand that. Okay. The next one. Next slide. Next assignment. John Thomas and dash writer passed away in 2018. Options are, such questions also comes. Here also they see, sometimes it is based on prepositions, sometimes it is based on some words, difficult words also. See, John Thomas, an eminent writer, passed away in 2018. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. Eminent. John Thomas, an eminent writer, passed away in 2018. Question number 2. I permitted him to leave. I wouldn't have had any problem with him being absent. Option C is the correct one. Option C means, because this sentence is already in past perfect tense, had I permitted him to leave, comma, I wouldn't have had any problem with him being absent, would I? So option C is the correct one. Number 3 actually, the next question. The minister avoided any mention of the issues of women reservation in the private sector. He was accused of dash the issue. He was accused of dash the issue. You should understand this. Now this politician is trying to escape from the questions. So what exactly is doing? When, for example, journalists ask question to that minister or the person about what is his opinions about the women issue, he's trying to do that. He's not answering that question. So it would be skirting. It would be skirting. Skirting means trying to move attention from the concerned issue. He was accused of skirting the issue. Okay? Option number B is the correct for question number 3. Again, I'm having the last slide that you need to understand about it. Raman is a confident. This is a paper of computer science, information technology. Raman is a confident of speaking English dash 6 months as he has been practicing regularly dash the last 3 weeks. When someone is doing in a limited period, that time we use within. Okay, so he Raman is a confident of speaking English within a 6 months. Duration is given here within 6 months, as he has been practicing regularly for the last 3 weeks. Why not since? Because it is time has shown last 3 weeks. So option number D is the correct for question number 1. Question number 2. His knowledge of the subject was excellent, but his classroom performance was extremely poor. See, again the comparison. Option number A is the correct one. And the third one, cook equal to cook. Cook the food. Then fly is a flyer. Option A, flyer. Option A is the correct one. Option A is the correct one. So this you have to learn, this you have to read it carefully, having any kind of problems regarding such issues, you can ask me anytime, because you know what is the matter, that you all have to go through this. You already prepared very well. All should be regularly present. And you should present in my class. I'm taking your attendance so that it should be identifying who's sitting in my lecture, because it's very essential for all of you. You should score good marks. So if you're having any kind of queries, you can ask me. If you're having any kind of difficulties, also we can share in our WhatsApp, also through my WhatsApp number. If you want to know anything, that we can share. No issue with that. Thank you so much for patience listening. हाँ मैम, हो गया एंड कर दो ना, एंड ब्रो. हाँ हाँ, 1.5 घंटा हो गया मैडम. हाँ पूरा पूरा, जी जी जी. यहाँ टाइमिंग बता रहा है 1 hour 23 minutes. ठीक है ना, 5-10 मिनट का फर्क भी आया, वो तो 1 घंटे के ऊपर हो गया जी. ठीक है ना जी जी.